And we are back. I don't know which one I like more. Uh, I don't know which one I like more, man. The music was not the best, but hopefully I didn't break my headphones. The music was not the best, but that stream starting soon is a little dull, a little boring, a little, you know, a little whatever. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of Unofficially Retired, man. I'm your host, Judah the Shooter. I am Dolo again today. Boo. Feel me. Actually, don't even got to do that. I am Dolo again today. It's alright though. It's alright though. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna present this to y'all. I do want to apologize. I have been apologizing a lot lately, but I do want to apologize to y'all one more time. You feel me? Work, man. Be getting off a little late. You know, y'all want me to be on time. Y'all keep tuning in. Y'all subscribe. Y'all tell a friend to tell a friend, and I can just sit at home and prepare for my pods, and we'll pod even more. You know what I'm saying? So tell a friend to go subscribe, man. Turn them post notifications on. Do whatever you got to do just to see this face and hopefully a few more faces, especially one more. you know, uh, yeah. So I apologize for the late start once again, man. But let's get right into it. Welcome back to another episode of Unofficially Retired, where we do all facts, no fluff. Getting right into it, checking the receipts. Last week I had a decent week. We strive for, as Brian said, we strive for greatness over here, man. So I went 8-5, 3 games over, 500. So that's never a bad week ever. But it wasn't up to par. You know what I mean? Maybe we get a 10-3 week, something like that. I'd been feeling a little better, but Minnesota let me down. They got smacked, and I do think it's a little scary that y'all rather play Carson Wentz on a shredded left shoulder, even though that's not his throwing arm, but a shredded left shoulder, than play JJ McCarthy on a sore right ankle. You know. But that's neither here nor there. Atlanta also let me down, man. They went out there and got smacked up some damn selves. Cincy, y'all were the team. Don't be that team that lets the Jets get their first dub, and y'all were them. Joe Burrow wasn't there. I believed in the other Joe Flacco. Maybe that's shame on me, but now his old ass hurting too. So, um, you know, move on from that. Ravens got a dub. Snoop Huntley should have been playing a long time ago. Now I know you paid Cooper Rush that money, so paying him that money, you are gonna let him play a couple times. Is what it is. Not really tripping on that at all. But I'm not the coach, so I'm not the coach. I'm not the owner. I'm not the GM. I think Snoop Huntley should have been playing. That's the only way to keep your offense to continue to look like your offense. Like Lamar and other mobile quarterbacks. If you ain't had no more mobility out there, I don't think Cooper Rush is the answer. Like, just think about it. Think about the way the Ravens play and the way their playbook is ran and how many RPOs and things of that nature. Run pass options, people. I can give it to the running back or I can throw it. I know I be talking fast sometimes as if everybody understands what I'm talking about, and they don't. I've gotten some lessons of that. So, you know, they run a lot of RPOs, a lot of run pass options, and it's like you can't do that with a statue at quarterback. You can't do that at all. So, you know, shout out Snoop going over there, get a dub. Also, Snoop's a fucking Pro Bowler. Now, granted, he was a reserve, but he's a Pro Bowler regardless. So, here's what it is. New England, they went and handled business against Cleveland, I believe they played. Yeah, Cleveland. Miles Garrett had 5 sacks. He's still good. He's still fire, but they stink. I don't know. Money talks though, because he took that bread after asking for a trade. The Giants were a letdown. Again, I'm a Giants fan though. I kind of know how this goes. I'm okay with that. It happens. The team that we play this Sunday, the Niners, they had a letdown. They went in there Got smacked up some damn selves. Buffalo routed Carolina 40-9. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if we all saw that kind of route coming, but they got them up out of there. Tampa got the Saints up out of there 23-3. Wasn't the best game, but it was a division game, so I don't really expect too much. Indy. Now we're gonna talk about a player out of Indy, but Indy rolling right now. The team as a whole, fuck Daniel Jones. The team as a whole, they're playing good football. They might got the offensive player of the year on their team. Like I said, I'll talk about that. But yeah, Indy rolling right now, so they looking good. Denver. Denver got the dub against the Cowboys. Cowboys defense is just really bad, and I don't trust Bo Nixon. I'm not scared of that offense, but the Cowboys defense is just so bad. Like it's so bad that you ain't really had no choice but to take Denver. Denver's going to get a stop before the Cowboys will. So just more possessions. That just kind of was easy. Green Bay over Pittsburgh. I don't like the AARP club in Pittsburgh. I've been saying that since the beginning. I've been saying that since they signed Darius Slay, since they signed Aaron Rodgers, uh, extended Cam Hayward. Like this, I think it's just old. I don't subscribe to anything that goes over in Pittsburgh right now. And then Kansas City beat a banged up Washington team. Now I don't want to discredit them and say they beat a banged up Washington team, but they were without Jaden Daniels. They had Marcus Mariota, and that game was 0-0 through one. So you know went 8-3 on the week, oh man. I mean, excuse me, 8-5 on the week. That brings me to 58, 43-3. For my people that don't know about those three ties, I did not bet. Well, I did not pick. Excuse me, I didn't pick on opening week Thursday night game, and I didn't pick on opening week Friday night game. So, and then there was an actual tie between Dallas and Green Bay, and I didn't want to just give myself the dub or the L either. So I put it in the tie category. So we 58, 43-3. We are, what is that, 15 games over 500. Can't be mad at that, bro. Can't be mad at that. I'm telling y'all, go do these parlays and do. Most of my picks is just middle line. I don't bet the spreads, whatever. Betting the spreads get you more bread. But yeah, if you want to go middle line, you want to middle line it out. I'm 15 games over 500 on the season, baby. So this is where you need to be when it's time for that. Feel me? Always at the beginning of the episode. So you gotta show up on time. If you hit that bell, and what you, I know what y'all saying. Like, what you mean on time, nigga? You don't be on time all the time. I get it. But if you hit that bell next to the subscribe button on my YouTube page, then the moment I decide to post, the moment I set a time for this, you're gonna get a notification to your phone and you'll know I'll be on. So you can catch this, you can make some money. We all good. You feel me? Moving on, man. Player of the week. Player of the week is somebody I don't think I've ever made player of the week on here. I've only been potting for about a year and some change, so that is might be the reason for it because I think he was hurt last year. But player of the week, man, I'm going with Jonathan Taylor. I don't know if my Colts homies is in here, but if they are, here go a little bit of love for you. He might actually win Offensive Player of the Year. I don't think he's going to win MVP. They give those to quarterbacks, so whatever quarterback's playing the best. Even though I don't see one right now playing like extremely well. Baker's came back to earth a little bit. Um, I think Goff just has too many weapons for me to consider him. Matthew Stafford is at a lack of weapons now, and he's a little older, so they kind of just put more of that on Sean McVay. So yeah, Jonathan Taylor, he might actually have a shot to win MVP, but I don't think he will. But he probably will be Offensive Player of the Year if this continues. On the season, he has 143 carries, 850 yards, and 12 touchdowns. Bro, we're in week 9. We are halfway through the season, and this man is straight cooking. He 150 yards away from 1,000. Probably throw some more touchdowns on that. That's a season for most niggas, and he gonna have that by week 9, week 10. You feel me? So, gotta show him love there. Game they played the Titans. Titans are verbatim, not my words. They're ass. But the Titans are ass. So during that game, he had 12 carries, 153 yards, 12.8 yards per, 2 touchdowns on the ground, two receptions, 21 yards, and a touchdown. It was a little pitch play. We thought it was a handoff because he would have been one of the first people in NFL. I think he would have been the first in NFL history to have back-to-back games with 3 rushing touchdowns. So yeah, man, shout out Jonathan Taylor. I don't believe in the Colts. Like I think when it comes playoff time and they have to play a really, really good team, I just have to throw this in there. When they have to play really, really good teams, that we'll see what Daniel Jones is made of. And then you'll see what this whole team is made of. I think that team has always been like right on the cusp of average, maybe slightly above average or slightly below, depending on. I know I said all that, but I still don't want to take nothing away from them for what they've done through the first 9 weeks, man. So shout out to the Colts, shout out to Jonathan Taylor, man, and yeah, man, let's move on. Big boy bet. I got my bets in right, so I just forgot to send them over, so I'm gonna do that now. I can share with y'all, but I threw some basketball and some football in there. Basketball will be back on Saturdays, by the way, people. So if you gotta hear me run my mouth, uh, you know, football, then join me on Saturday. Feel me? Uh, sorry, y'all. I gotta save it. When you save stuff to download, it just, it's not always just right at the top. It always takes a little while sometimes. So big boy bets, but I did include some football in this one for sure. I mean, some basketball in this one for sure. Um, the game tonight too, so that's why I'm trying to get this to y'all. Y'all can go ahead and take advantage. Excuse me, I'm still under the weather, people. Doing it because I love y'all and because y'all love me. Here it goes. Let's pull it up. There we go. So we got Giannis and then Antetokounmpo to go for more than 30.5 points, so pretty much 31. They are playing the Warriors. The Warriors have no guys. Giannis is a paint. I don't want to call him a god, but yeah, he's a paint enthusiast. You feel me? He's always down there on the block. He's always down there in the paint. He loves the rim. He's a rim runner, a dunker. Um, Draymond is a very good defender, but I don't think he's standing in the way. Honest, I think that's going to be more so fouling from Draymond more so than anything else. Steph, the basketball is a game of matchups, people. So they have no one that's really going to go down there and guard Giannis or stop him from getting, I believe, 31 points. Like it just is what it is. He definitely averaged 40 this year. Like, and then Steph, they dropped his. His shit was he was cooking for a few nights, and yeah, I think 26 is very, very doable for him against the Milwaukee Bucks. I know they're gonna throw different looks at him, but I still don't think they got nobody over there that can guard him. Um, and with the Warriors going small, Giannis gonna have to guard Draymond probably. Uh, yeah, that's a lot running for them boys, so I'm cool with it. Uh, we got tonight. I'm not betting on no Miami Dolphins, people. None. Not gonna happen. So take Derrick Henry for the that's pretty much an anytime touchdown, rushing, receiving. They gave you the little goblin, and then you take Mark Andrews. Take Mark Andrews for more than 3 receptions tonight. Lamar coming back, coming off the injury. I don't think he's gonna be at the bar, but I'm tuned in, my brother. I appreciate you. That's all love, bro. That's all love. You tuned in on an interesting day, though. Tuned in on a day where I'm by myself, and on a day when we won't be before you long, as the pastor say. You know what I'm saying? But we here. I appreciate you, my guy. But yeah, as I was saying, go Mark Andrews. More than 3 receptions, man. I'm definitely feeling that Lamar first came back. He's gonna go back to the safety blanket. Tight end is a quarterback safety blanket for any quarterback. But Lamar and Mark Andrews definitely had a rapport, so I'm definitely, Definitely rocking with that tonight. And it's you see them on it's 8 times, you know what I mean? So 10 to get you 80 if you bet like that, 20 to get you 20 to get you 160 if you like that, and so on and so forth. You feel me? Yeah, as long as we hear that's all that matters. You know it. You know it. You know that's type of energy I love from y'all, man. I appreciate y'all wholeheartedly, man. Wholeheartedly. So going on from that, the big boy bet to the locker shack, man. We do these picks for the week, and we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Go ahead and get out of here. Here we go. Let me go ahead and take this off screen. Y'all know what this is called. It's not weekend anymore. Anyway, go ahead and take that off the screen. Y'all know how I do. Once again, man, I am 58, 43, and 3 on the year. So if y'all want to get in on some of these parlays, I'm just telling you, just sit here and listen for a second. You feel me? Tap in. Get the goods while they good, man. Get the shit while it's hot off the stove. Baltimore at Miami. I know Miami just had a good dub, and I know I had this long spiel about how we should not um, just put everything back on Lamar because he's coming off injury. But that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take Baltimore tonight. I don't trust Miami. I think they're waiting to implode, and I think that win last week against the Falcons just more so helped them. I feel like a team like the Falcons is somewhere in that average to mediocre range, and they took a team lightly. And when you're in that range of teams, the average to mediocre part, I don't think you take anybody lightly. You have to play every game like you want to win this motherfucker, or you will get beat to sleep the way they got beat to sleep. No offense, Falcons fans, just calling it how I see it. You know what I'm saying? All facts, no fluff. Moving on, man. Chicago at Cincy. I'm gonna take Chicago. Chicago just had a bad loss, so I'm gonna go ahead and take Chicago. Joe Flacco doesn't. He don't seem right. I think he injured. I think they said his shoulder or something. I think it's his throwing shoulder. He already 41. I don't know how many injuries he could sustain while being 41 and then still go out there and excuse me and sling the pill. Super Bowl rematch, just completely different. I don't think anything about these two teams are the same. Falcons at New England. I'm taking the Patriots. Similar to how most people did in that Super Bowl, they took the Patriots. I'm taking the Patriots. I just think they're the better football team. The Falcons will make this interesting. I think coming off that kind of loss, I think they're going to redeem themselves. I think Michael Penix has to play. I think Michael Penix has to play for sure. If Kirk plays, you're cooked. And they in New England, so yeah, this can get a little rough, Falcons fans. San Francisco in MetLife at New York, who's wearing the legacy uniforms. I'm taking the Giants not just because there's banner behind me, not just because I'm a Giants fan, but like on some real, actual uh, game talk type shit. I really think the interior offensive line, center, guard, and guard of the 49ers is awful. And I just think the front line, our front four, is the best part of our team. So, with that being the case, and I think we'll be all right. Now, we're going to have to contain Christian McCaffrey. I think that's the biggest problem on offense. But obviously, we're just going to have to contain him now. The run defense is bad for the Giants, but it's significantly better at home. So hopefully that works out. But he does more than that. He's going to flank out. He's going to go in the slot. He's going to go on the outside. He's going to be matched up against linebackers, and it could get ugly. But I think this is a battle of wills because they're not really healthy. We're not that good, but we're also not healthy. So definitely is a battle of wills for me on this one. But I'm taking the Giants. I think that was pretty obvious if you can't see this big ass banner behind me. Ooh, Colts at Pittsburgh. I don't know which one I dislike more, Daniel Jones or the AARP club that is Pittsburgh Steelers. Um, Give me the Colts, man. I know they in Pittsburgh, but it's 1 o'clock. It's not nighttime. If the weather right, yeah, give me the Colts. I think they can pull that one off. They're gonna run the ball. Pittsburgh defense suspect as shit. I know they're gonna want to try to prove something in there at the crib, but I just don't think they got it. I'm not. I'm not. I can't vote for the AARP club no more. Chargers at Tennessee. I'm taking the Chargers. I think anytime I pick against the Titans, my answer will be because they ass. Your starting quarterback said that. I What am I supposed to believe? And then I go out there and see y'all do that. So see y'all play the way y'all play. What am I supposed to believe about y'all? Y'all starting quarterback say y'all ass. Like, you know, is what it is. Got me throwing my pen and shit because of how bad y'all are. Anyway, moving on. Minnesota at Detroit. That should be a pretty interesting one. Just because it's a division game. Like, I don't think other than that it's gonna be, you know, anything crazy. Carolina at Green Bay. I'm taking Green Bay in that one. Carolina will probably put up a fight for about a quarter, maybe half a quarter, but it's over with that. Denver at Houston. Because they at Houston, that defense. It's going to be a defensive game, people. Houston's offense is that bad. Well, their offensive line is that bad, but their defense is that elite to the point where they will stymie the Broncos offense, but the Broncos defense can be just as good. And yeah, this is a tough one for me. And maybe it shouldn't. I know most people probably riding Broncos, but this is a tough one for me. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Mm, mm. Bo Nick's been playing too well. I'm gonna take the upset in this one. I'm gonna take Houston. I'm taking Houston just because even though the offense is putrid, the Broncos defense allows shots down the field as long as you connect. So connect down the field, CJ. I think you'll be all right. But I also think the Houston defense can force Bo Nix into turnovers, and I think that's what this game will be. It'll be a defensive game, but whoever turned the ball over less, I think wins it. And I put more trust in Houston at home to make Bo Nix turn the ball over, and I just got more trust in CJ Stroud in general. Uh, Saints at Rams. We got the Rams. I'm just taking the Rams, man. That boy Tyler Shuck, whatever his name is, he's going to have to show people that he can chuck a football down the field. So we will see, but I'm taking the Rams. That's pretty much no brainer. I don't even think you really need much analysis on that. Jacksonville at Las Vegas. I'm taking the Jags, man. I don't really want to talk about that as the Raiders stink, but the Jags also kind of stink. Even though they've been playing decent this year, I feel like they've been winning in spite of their quarterback. And that defense really just been, I think, trying to force turnovers are boom or bust. Like, and I think that's what that defense is. If they're not forcing turnovers, they're bad. So, I'll take the Jags in that one anyway. Even though I said all that, I really just don't trust Gino. He got like 12 picks in week 9. I'm all right. Kansas City at Buffalo, AFC Championship, man. So normally I pick Kansas City in this spot. They rolling. Buffalo, they just came off a good game and a bye, but they was slouching before that. This would be a really good game for the 425 window. Um, ew, I'm a, that's rough. This one's tough for me. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna take. We'll take Kansas City, man. It's hard to bet against Mahomes, but you know the Bills typically win this game. They win this game. This is the exact game they win regular season versus the Chiefs. While the Chiefs are kind of at their best, and then we say the Bills are going to be Super Bowl hopefuls. Like this is the game that they win. So we'll see. But I'm gonna still pick Kansas City. Seattle at Washington. I don't know if Jaden's playing. If Jaden is playing, this would be a really good game. But I don't think he's playing right now, so I'm gonna take Seattle. And then Monday night we got Arizona at Dallas. Shout out my mama. She ain't in here today, but shout out my Dukes. Um, I'm taking the Cowboys. I don't trust the Cardinals. Jacoby Brissett is whatever he is, but he's not playing anyway. So I heard Kyler was probably gonna get the start on Monday. So yeah, Mighty Mouse too busy playing Call of Duty and shit, Battlefield and all that good stuff. I think the Cowboys come out there try to put some points up after they had a stinker in Denver. Feel me? But yeah, man, that's it. I appreciate the few of y'all that tuned in today, man. I know I was a little late. Like I said, work been kicking my behind. But yeah, if y'all want me to be on time, y'all hit subscribe and y'all hit that little bell that come next to the subscribe button. Cause you'll know when I get on. Anytime I tell StreamYard, hey, I'm about to get on in 15, 20, 30 minutes, it's gonna send you a notification and you'll be right here with me. You feel me? So if y'all want me to be on time, y'all will help me out with that. Y'all will make it to where this is my full time job and I can just sit here all day. You feel me? But until then, the bills gotta get paid. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to get out of here. Very short episode today. Like I said, I wasn't gonna be before y'all long, as the preacher say. But I appreciate y'all.